Welcome everybody to Actors and Axes, Eris, Tyranny. I notice that I can still hear music. I should not be able to still hear music. That was weird. Okay. Welcome everybody.
Oh no, it's good. It's good surround sound.
Alright. Yep, all of that is up. All of that is working. I always have to double check my OBS stuff because I'm terrified something's going to break. Okay, let's do this real quick. Alright. Welcome everybody. So, this is the start of a new campaign. And I guess I will introduce everyone. So, for Exilus is not here at the moment. Exilus is busy with some other things and will be joining us probably in the next session, but he's still on the overlay because I'm too lazy to get a picture that says he's not here. So we have Mr. Amazing VA, who's not going to say anything.
Yes,
Oh, there
it
we
is
go.
I.
Yes,
I just said.
You lagged for me. We have my next Umbra.
Socrates, it's a plant.
We've got the Chibi Demon, who is marked as just Chibi right now.
Everybody.
And we have Blair.
Hello.
Who is new to our sessions.
I am new.
This is a first. So we've got
We got a pretty decent team here. There would be 5, but it's 4 again because Exilus just chose not to be with us.
No, he didn't choose. So what ended up happening, just so we can have it on record, is he got up, he got ready to play, he sat down, and he got a message from one of his college professors that was like, hey, there's a test that needs to be done, like, right now. It's a long test, and it's due soon. So do it. So he was like, sorry guys, I unfortunately can't show up. I have a test. And I know he's not lying, because he's literally across the hall from me. So... Alright.
Imagine you barged in on him during his test.
He's like sitting there playing Stellaris, and he just like looks over at me and I'm just like...
We all know. We all have him on Steam.
Yeah. Okay, so... I suppose we should get right into it. Cue the intro we don't have.
Last time on
balls. Okay. There's something seriously wrong with us.
Start the campaign.
Just start the campaign already. Alright. So. All of you, rather recently, members of the Axenith Empire, most of you members of its standing military or reserves, or technically part of the military, but not given proper rank, have been called by a local commander of sorts detailing a mission they have as a part of a special strike team. The couple of days of travel that it took all of you ended in your arrival at Fort Dawnbreak, a fortress on the very edge of the Axenith landmass. As you all arrived, you were granted entry, and it was explained there is a very special mission for each of you to undertake. Axenith is looking to push into the Beastland, a nation that sits just left of it. Beastlands has been largely untamable due to the chaotic nature and the powerful creatures within, as well as a surprising element of sentient. What before was thought to just be a massive stretch of wilderness, separated from the main empire by a massive chasm, has now been revealed to be a land with 3 groups of people of its own. The 3 groups have been described to you as the Crown, a group that is surprisingly advanced for its seclusion in the Beastland. The Wing and the Tribe. The Wing have been plundering Axenith supply runs into the Beastlands, supporting the forts that have been set up on the other side. And the Tribes, well, whenever people enter their territory, they tend to go. These groups dominate the Beastlands, and it is up to you, by whatever means necessary, either through diplomacy, through hostile takeover, whatever it may be, infiltration, to bring Beastlands and its factions Axenith. You've been outfitted with a boat, which was just a boat built, not given a name in case you all want to name it.
Bodie
And-
McBoatface.
Bodie
Yes.
McBoatface.
Not a boat, it's a ship.
And for the most part, looking around, you see, as you approach this vessel, a large man, blonde hair, pulled back, very large weapon over his back, 2 smaller swords, hand axes, strapped to his legs. He is dressed in half-plate armor, and you are all introduced to him as his name, Alexander. There are not 1 but 2 drow, which for the audience and for everyone who's unaware of the lore, the drow at one point surfaced several hundred years ago and came to Axenith as part of a saving of sorts by the Axenith people from the terrible living conditions that before. They were granted full citizenship and became a active part of Axenith's community. However, you still don't see very many of them in the military. But in this case, one of them with about shoulder length white hair, lavender skin, dressed in armor and with a holy symbol around the neck, introduced to you as Amara. The other one looking like a punk for the most part, with short white hair, kind of definitely it's definitely civilian-esque clothes, but they're just like modified. Yeah, introduced to you as Avon, in full half-plate armor, helmet covering the eyes with a slight glow beneath it, and you can see in the armor 2 slots for wings to protrude, indicating that it's a Valkyrie. And most likely then an Azamar. You were introduced to Gaius. And then finally, with short dark hair, a little bit of scruff, and a long robe, the War Maid, Andon. You've been detailed that the 5 of you are the main strike team, and were quickly rushed aboard the ship before any of the people going down the road could really get a good look. Identity is supposed to be kept. Even in a war like this, there have and will be defenders. So, boarding the vessel, you all are introduced to the crew, their names going by in a blur if you talk to any. All of that. And the boat is set. Well, same thing.
No, it's not.
It's a boat.
Ships are bigger.
They're technically still boats. Big boat. So, you all have time to yourselves, your characters, in any more detail if you wish.
Right? My crew.
Alright. Would you like to just walk up to the nearest person and...
Yep.
Okay. You just kind of confidently strut up to the nearest person
Yep.
who is tugging on ropes, securing them as you do their turn. Captain.
Hey.
Uh,
Name?
name's Alden.
Alden.
See, he is about 5'8", pretty muscular human man. Deckhand. Oh, it's good to meet you, Captain.
X.
You're just gonna keep walking. You really gonna do this to me?
Yep.
Of course you
Love you.
are. Okay. Alright, well, time to come up with a bunch of names.
You need a quarter. We
Uh,
have cannons.
You have ballista?
We have ballista.
I dislike you.
Fine. We'll just say that I know.
I was gonna say, you're really gonna make me come up with voices and names for each individual person.
Just gave me the opportunity. That if
I
you
said
wanna go meet the
introduce
crew-
yourself, like, I meant amongst yourselves.
No.
Alright, everybody else has just decided to take the silent route and stand around, it seems.
I would introduce
Yep.
myself, but I've honestly forgotten everything about my character since creating
Kind
it.
of
so.
same.
This is why you read your character
Yes,
sheet.
this is why
I
you
did
do.
read my character sheet. I didn't put actual, like, what my motivations and stuff were on it, though.
Well, you didn't really have motivations. You just kind of
Motivation is
have...
You follow orders.
Yeah, you're a soldier. You really just have your description.
I know there was a bit more detail when I was creating, but yeah, I can't remember any of that, so.
Well, okay, then
Same
allow
here.
me. Gaius.
That's
Your name is Gaius Beaufort. You are a
I know there's, like,
Valkyrie of
conflict
the...
with the family, but that was it.
Well, yes, you are a Valkyrie of the accent of the Empire. The Asmar are typically born of noble birth and are put into a competition of sorts whenever a ruler dies to see who the next ruler will be in accident. The most Asmar participate in this, but you went against that. You are a Valkyrie. Military, the Valkyries are Asmar. They fly around the battlefield using long-range weaponry, usually a lance. They have a piece of technology known as a radiant rifle. The radiant rifle able to store their radiant energy and fire it in a blast. They are usually pretty honorable. In your case specifically, you fancy yourself a hero. Other than that, there's really not much more to you yet until you expand upon yourself. Landon, you are a war mage in the Axoneth Empire. War mages are given really high regard and rank due to the fact that they, of course, possess very powerful magics. Like most war mages, there's a sense of humbleness to you, mostly because the vigorous training of war mages kind of... If you felt like you were special for having magic before, you certainly didn't after your training.
Yep, kind of figures.
Yeah, I'd kind of suggest that you just look at your personality traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws, and all that to get a better idea.
Yeah,
of
I
who you
did.
are.
I did. I didn't need you to read my description for me. I'm good.
But looking at Alexander, you can all see a very grizzled man. Avon, you recognize him. He would occasionally search ships coming out of port. Your ships you had worked on being in there quite often. He is a also honorable man, from what you know of him. If you all are not going to speak amongst yourselves, I suppose we can move.
Oh, yeah, I don't have much to say.
Well, go for it.
Alright then, fine. I guess I'm not gonna go.
Well, you can meet more of your crew if you want to meet more of your crew. Go for it. No, you can. If I say go for it, I'm not saying it just to hear myself talk.
Art. Oh.
Okay. You approach another person. This person, again, all these people are dressed in traditional accent uniform, kind of the dark leather worked clothing. Yes, it is early morning. You approach, this person is standing kind of looking over a table, looking at a map on the approach. They don't seem to notice your presence. Captain. Clayton. All right. This is the most weird opening, but continue. Are you gonna say anything else to him, or are you just gonna get his name?
Navigate.
You would assume, right? Just to let you know, the mission we're going to undertake. It's easier to cut through the waterway, but, well, there was a reason that you were hired on as captain. Might have to deal with creatures from the Dead Sea. Fortunately, its proximity means that we're going to travel right through the danger zone.
Of course not.
Of course. He goes, there is a couple of places we could make a stop, though, once we get to the shore. Well, depending on how you all want to do this, we could decide to either sail into the port of the towns of factions, or we could sail into one of our forward bases. Really, it's up to you. Alright, sounds good, Captain.
Fine.
Alright, you walk down to what you believe is the quartermaster. The other people. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Where would the rest of you be? Would you just be chilling out on the ship?
Probably, yeah, more than likely.
I'm going to be standing just at the top of the highest point possible.
Can't go
I would just be lying down on my back, relaxed and calm.
What do you mean I can't go up there?
Crow's nest is a lookout.
I mean above the crow's nest. I'm gonna fly and like stand on top of a mast.
I'm gonna use one use light a day.
I will allow it. I allow you to fly. I just allow the thing to be out of combat. Alright, yeah, so you're just kind of perched up there, looking down at the ship, looking out at the water. The water is still, you are not far enough away from Axeneth to where the water is still gray and the sky is cloudy. Looking back at Axeneth, you can just see the gray blues of the land that you have. You were born, grew up, and really haven't seen much else of. Pretty normal to you. Everything. It's all very just devoid of. The most colorful thing is the ship you are standing. Yes.
Something
Yep, he's perched up there.
hanging around.
Alexander.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm laying on the floor. I'm relaxing.
Amara,
I'm good.
what would you be doing?
Just looking out.
Alrighty.
I'll just
You kind of... I mean, you are used to throwing your voice across the ship. So you kind of get between them all.
Alright, so, we have some decision making. Not one too privy on or that's what we're calling this. I do know once we get to shore, it's gonna be relying on all of you. What you do? Are we making ground?
What are our options?
Order. Cities.
I don't see
I'd
the
say
point
we should
in,
just go for. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. After you.
Nah, you go ahead. You go first.
Sure. I don't see the point in wasting time. So I say we should just head straight to the city and start working.
Alright.
Exactly as I would say. I'd like to get right into the fray of things instead of taking the calm way out.
Sure. Well, you like this journey then?
Of course, I am ecstatic. I'm just taking my good old nap before I get right into the thick of it.
Sure, it's morning. Didn't you just wake up?
He's a wizard, he doesn't sleep at the right times.
I have a weird time zone in my body.
Yeah. You guys like all wake up and you're like, alright, time to go, and then it's like, yep, just gonna like
This whole time? What the heck? Okay. Alright, so right to port then, right into it.
Alright.
Just as an aside, have any of you ever left the Axeneth territory?
Have we?
No, none of you have left the Axeneth border.
Okay.
No, but I'm always thrilled for an adventure.
Well, it's gonna be quite the adventure. Oh boy.
I can imagine.
Your second question, as it should be, is if you are stopping in a city, will you be stopping in the... Not much is known about them, other than what they call themselves, and the way they operate. The most diplomatically biased, the one that you would have the most luck just being able to walk in without much of an issue, would probably be the Golden Crown. The Golden Crown have been known to talk first and attack later.
That's good. We'll want that. We don't want to get sunk.
Exactly the opposite would be the Wing.
Yeah, no.
The Wing have been known to loot, kill, plunder, and then ask, hey, wait a moment, who are you?
Okay. That's good to... Yeah. I would
So, the
know
Swiftwings...
their reputation.
Yeah, the Swiftwings are Most likely pirates.
Huh.
The wandering tribes, they have a set of territories. Nothing really is known about them, as everybody who enters their territory tends to go missing. Their territory is marked, and you do know where you could go to maybe find one of their villages. But only the coastal cities are marked on maps. Anything inwards is unexplored about the Beastlands, so...
I'm gonna go back to the navigator. We're going to make port at one of the coastal cities of the Golden Crown.
Golden Crown? Alright. This should be interesting. I hope you all know what you're doing.
I certainly hope so too.
I mean, we are just kind of sailing in.
Mhm.
Hopefully you have a plan. Well,
Yep.
it will certainly be the longest trip. We have to go around. But we should have maybe a week of travel ahead of us.
Fantastic. And I'm gonna look at his map about how much of that time is gonna be spent in the infested waters.
In the danger zone, approximately 4 days. Unfortunately,
Certainly been in there longer than that, so...
unfortunately, it is around that time of year it's starting to get active. But we do not question our king. He mandated this mission, so I'm sure that he will protect us on our journeys.
Alright, then.
And of course.
Clayton, good work. Back to it.
Of course, Captain. He continues looking down. You can see that he's kind of looking at it. You can see he's trying to find a way to just barely hug that danger zone. You want to see he's looking at it, and he goes, no, if I recall, there's a rock outcropping there. That won't work.
There's a reef.
You just...
But be careful.
He was going to, if we had a smaller vessel, perhaps. You kind of walk away as he continues rambling to himself.
Alright then. Well, this is certainly going to be interesting. I'm going to attempt to gather my fellow specialists?
Alright, yeah, your fellow teammates would probably be a better word.
Teammates.
Your squad.
Yeah.
Your fam.
About how long till we're out of Axonith water?
About 3 hours.
Alright.
You aren't traveling directly out. If you were traveling directly out, it would be...
We're trying to skirt around the peninsula.
Maybe half an hour, but you're kind of going...
We're trying to skirt around the peninsula.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna gather everybody up, even Bird Boy up there.
Alright. You kind of call him down.
Yep. So, a little bit of advice and tips. Once we get out of Axonith territory, it's going to be very bright and very blue. It's also pretty dangerous. There's lots of large animals and monsters and some other things out in the water and in the sky, especially around where the ski gets dark. There's a section, I'm sure a couple of you know about it. I'm mostly gesturing towards the wizard and the marine.
Yeah, Alexander kind of nods.
Yo.
Nay.
The area just outside the Dead Sea tends to be filled with monsters of varying origins. A couple I've fought, a couple I've run from. But all of them are gnarly. Not really much for mercy. We're going to be spending about 4 days in this water to get to our destination. Now, between us and the crew, there's always going to be a handful watching. But, don't expect to get much sleep.
You hear a... like something, like a throwing axe. And you watch as one of the people on the ship reaches up as they catch what looks like an envelope. You watch as they pop the seal, open it, turn. Captain!
Aye.
One of our sister ships has spotted something further out from the coast. Looks like a sea dragon of sorts. Not a literal dragon, but you know what I mean.
Yes, I'm aware.
He is, we're uninformed right to adjust course to try to avoid its path.
Right.
Unfortunately, that means, when it seems to be heading towards land, so we're going to have to divert directly towards the Dead Sea.
Into deeper water. Got it.
Of course.
Let's just get ready with some ballista bolts on the front.
Aye, aye. You know what you say.
Oh boy,
Go,
looks
bring
like we
bolts.
are getting some action this morning.
Start stacking
Well, our
things.
current course, we're about 3 hours from blue water. But,
With the diversion, as the ship starts to turn, more like an hour and a half.
yeah, we're close to an hour and a half now, so...
Alright, but I
You're
should
all as
still
good as
start
I've
doing
heard.
my exercises stretches just in case I'm perfectly ready for a combat.
What, like, the middle-aged wizard just start, like, on the boat.
Do I
I mean, I'm
hear-
31. I mean, I am kind of old.
Okay.
He's 31, yeah.
The middle-aged wizard, but, like, practically a child.
Yeah, basically, by your standards. You watch as, Alexander kind of, starts, you know, just wiping down his armor
I'm just gonna...
of salt deposits and...
I'm just gonna take out my spyglass and, look to see if there's anything on the crest of the blue water. Alright,
Nothing.
good.
Alright. About an hour and a half goes by, and you all watch as
We're
the
getting
water
into blue
ahead
water.
goes from gray to a wonderful shade of blue.
Take down my cloth and just
And you see the
cover
clouds
my eyes.
above part and begin to give way, as for the first time for most of you, you see the beautiful sky. Blue, the sun coming down, and you've seen sunlight, obviously, but it's through a heavy cloud cover most of the time in Axenith. Axenith is never really
Not cloudy.
clear. It's
Like
always
Seattle.
cloudy for the most part. Or Britain.
So it's
and-
rainy and dull.
And now, with this beautiful sight, for those of you of drow nature, it also comes with a slight headache.
It's beautiful. Always
You can
beautiful.
see colors kind of on the horizon. Beautiful colors that you have never seen before. You see the water is just very, you know, it's there are waves, but it's relatively calm right now. And it is just so beautiful here. It is colors like you have never seen in your entire lives.
I'd like to bid the most gracious
What a
welcome
great way to
all
start a
first
journey.
timers. This is the ocean. This is the world. Outside of our dreary home. Hope you like it. Hope it doesn't kill you. Let's get going.
About 45 minutes pass. You're all walking around on the boat. The waves have picked up slightly, luckily in your favor. The wind filling your sails. as the navigator does his job. And everybody works together, the ship moving like a well-oiled machine. Every now and again, Yvonne, you just taking the wheel and, you know, doing your thing, occasionally handing it back off. You don't have a first mate, you've realized, as you imagine it was probably supposed to be up to you, but you might have missed that. To procure one, and as it's
The quartermaster knows what
ships
they're
going
doing.
forward, suddenly the ship is lifted slightly before falling back in.
All hands on deck.
You watch
We've
as
got a
everybody
monster.
kind of grabs onto the lurching hull and starts looking down, and you
Get
see
lifelines tied.
this long. Everybody's very quickly running ropes and looking down over the side. You. Oh, okay, it's just a whale. It just kind of keeps going. You're like, oh, okay.
That's a big one.
Well,
That
that
was
was
massive, and it just happened to just bump
Sperm
you.
whale.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Just a whale.
well, thank goodness. I thought we were under attack.
We probably are gonna be soon.
Looking around. Chances are low here, but it happens occasionally. As everybody kind of relaxes, goes back to what they were doing. Other than that, it's a pretty uneventful day. You all get a fire started down beneath. You can smell the wonderful scent of cooking food as your cook goes to work, and a wonderful meal is prepared for all of you, as wonderful as Axon rations can be, pretty much. Better than anything you've had on any of your old ships, but still, all things considered, not particularly great.
This is what privilege tastes like, huh?
Yeah, it tastes like slightly seasoned potatoes.
Privilege
instead
doesn't
of
taste that great.
just potatoes.
Wow.
Oh my god, these potatoes are actually not expired or old.
My potato is looking at me. Is that a problem? Nah, just stab it with your fork.
It's just a fish eye. Good for you.
So,
It's filled with nutrients. I
With
only
the
need
night
to sleep
coming.
for 4 hours,
Yeah.
so.
you were all given quarters.
I have the captain's
Of course you do.
quarters. Yeah.
They are comfortable, single-person quarters for the 5 of you. And as you all relax and sleep or meditation begins to take you,
I only need to meditate 4 hours and I'm right back on it.
about 3 hours in, you hear ting, 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 ting of the emergency bell
I go.
being rung.
No hesitation.
As you kind of just like leap up, just kind of
my
land, grab your weapons, and just start running out the door.
I fall out of bed.
Yeah, you kind of hitting the ground. You pick yourself back up.
All right, I'm gonna run out.
Sea legs.
Surprisingly good.
No, nobody's thrown up on my ship.
Nobody has thrown up yet.
Good.
As you
Get the
all,
lifelines.
quickly, what was calm, and you were meditating, it was calm minutes ago. It is now storm-like quality of these waves. Just massive waves hitting water, flying in. You see people are bucketing, people are already tied. You see, looking around, it is dark. You cannot see anything outside of the ship. You're looking around. Just, is this a storm? Why was the emergency bell rung? This shouldn't be run for a storm. When suddenly, a bolt of lightning off in the distance crashes, and you spot it. Off the side of the ship.
What is it?
This massive humanoid shape, a shadow, as the lightning crashes behind, is walking next to your ship. Looking at it, you've encountered this thing only once before.
Is it dangerous?
Excessively.
What's this called again?
A Merambra.
We've got a Merambra.
What is that?
Lifelines, where's everybody else?
Everybody has now breached the top. You are all on the,
Just start
on the surface,
throwing,
kind of looking at this thing.
Start throwing rope ends
Okay.
to them. Tie
Alright.
yourself to the main mast.
You watch as the creature, now that you have seen it once, you can kind of see the shadow just moving. You watch as it turns, the white, small, beady eyes just... As it raises its arms.
I tell if it's enraged or...
Well, it raises its
Oh,
arms.
shit. Okay.
Just as you all tie yourselves off, it... As it plunges its arms into the water. Everybody roll for initiative.
Not good. Alright.
Alright, Landon with a 19.
Got 12.
Gaius with a 21. Yvonne with a 12.
Of course, I wasted a nat 20 on initiative.
Ooh!
Hey, at least you went first.
That's true. Okay, I will roll for Alexander. Amara, what did you get?
9.
9.
Oh,
Ouch.
that's okay.
Alright, Alexander gets a 10, and alright. Alright, this massive thing plunging its arms into the water. First to react, Gaius.
Shoot it in the face.
Alright, you're gonna try to use your weapon?
Yeah, it looks like that's probably my most damaging option, so...
Yeah, you're not as good to hit with it, and it's
only a one difference to hit, though.
You also don't have infinite ammo. You do need to recharge it.
What do you mean exactly by recharge? Is it like...
have...
It has charges, but not true, like, I need to make sure to buy bullets.
Yeah, so it doesn't have bullets. It's basically you can use it a number of times equal to your, in this case I'll say wisdom modifier a day.
Okay, so that's 4 shots a day.
Yeah. It's a very powerful weapon. It does have limitations.
But that sounds like they're trying to make this balanced, and balance isn't fun.
The ballista is...
Yeah, it's only a 6 to hit.
Here, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's just not showing. What did you get?
6.
6. As you bring over your back this rifle that is connected to your armor, you... And it just... Right past. You're having trouble seeing it in the darkness.
Also, the ship's doing like...
And the ship is moving as well, yeah, in these rough waves.
It is rough waters.
Of course, you're rolling that 20 on your initiative and a 3 on your 2 hit.
Yeah, it sucks to be you.
Ooh, sucks to suck. Alright. Guys, is that your turn?
I know I need to reload. Can I do that as a bonus action, or am I going to have to...
Don't need to reload with this. It does say it has the reload feature, but it will not.
Okay, and I don't believe clerics really get much in the way of useful bonus actions.
Sanctuary,
heal.
Shield of Faith, Magic Weapon, and Healing Word. You actually have quite a bit.
Okay, where would those all be?
They're under your spells.
Oh. Those shall be cast as a bonus action?
Divine Favor is a bonus action.
Yeah, I think he meant where would he find them under bonus actions?
Yeah, like
spells.
Yeah. Is it just the ones with a little diamond thingy next to them?
No.
No, that's concentration.
BA.
If you see
BA.
time, BA,
Okay.
bonus action. Yeah, you can hover over it. It says 1 bonus action.
It doesn't seem like it's worth casting any of them right now.
Yeah.
Like at most, I could use Shield of Faith on someone, but
You could hold one and use it for a certain thing that happens.
No, you can't.
No, you can only do that with an action.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
You
then.
hold an action, and then if you hold an action, you lose every other part of your turn.
I'm not sure if
You do
it's
it first.
worth it to use Shield of Faith.
Then
It's up to you.
I'm gonna hold off for now to
Instead of
see how
going off.
badly things go on its turn before I use any spells.
Okay. Next in the turn order, Landon.
Tis my turn.
It
Okay.
is.
Alright, so I'm gonna go like, okay guys, don't worry, I got this. And I'm gonna run over to the side of the pier. I
Okay.
wonder if I can move my character up by myself.
You should be able to.
So I'm gonna go to here. I'm gonna make sure my arms are extended over the ship, like, you know, so my
Okay.
hands aren't on the ship. And I'm gonna cast Burning Hands at 2nd level at it.
Okay, Burning Hands at 2nd level. It will.
So 15-foot cube.
Yep.
or cone.
You will hit it, but it's going to roll its save.
Those of us tied to the main mast probably have about 30 feet of rope tied to us, so we can move around the main part of the deck.
So I'll be able to hit like
it is a dex
him
save.
like
It
a little over the
made
belt.
A 21 to the saving throw, so it succeeds.
21 to a dex save on
Yeah,
this.
so roll
okay,
damage,
fine,
it
fine.
still takes half.
Yeah, it still takes it, but it's half now. That's okay. So half of 13. So he takes 7 fire
6.
damage.
You round down.
You round down.
Okay,
Alright.
fine. 6
As the
fire.
Why am I
fire-
getting I'm getting a feeling this is meant to be like an unwinnable fight that'll leave us shipwrecked.
Nope. Not at all. Alright, with a...
The last
fire-
time I faced one of these, did we win? Or did we run? Or did we parlay with it?
Well, there is no parlaying with one of these.
Well, you can give it a...
No, that's the original. Yeah. That's not this. Yeah. You won. You beat it. Alright, Landon, is that your turn?
My full crew of experienced monster hunters.
Yeah, I'm pretty pathetic.
Alright, it is the Marambra's turn. The Maramba, you watch as the arms, you watch as shadowy tendrils over the side of the ship, and begin to lean down as they begin to make a swinging attack. It has a 30-foot range, so it can hit all of you. So I guess we roll to see who it hits. Boop. Gaius. One of them's going to go for you.
Oh, fun.
Alright, does an 11 hit you?
No!
An 11 does not hit, alright.
I'm not a wizard. I actually can, take turns without getting hit.
And Amara, the other tendril's gonna go for you.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, does a 12 hit you?
No.
Oh my gosh, it rolled a 2 and a 3.
Yeah,
Okay, whoo, alrighty.
That's a plus 10 to hit!
I didn't say that.
Oh my god.
Alright. Well, that's its turn. Surprisingly missing its first to attack as the tendrils come down and slam into the ship. You both dodge out of the way. It doesn't splinter or damage the ship very much. But you both dodge out of the way as it...
It's not trying to sink us, it's trying to get the people.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Alright, Yvonne. Yvonne
Okay.
Zolin, you're up.
Alright, I would like to Hunter's Mark it
Okay.
as my bonus action. And then I'm going to take off of my back one of my javelins. Because I am...
Alright.
That's not what I want to do.
So, you... Hunter's Mark.
And then I will huck a javelin at it.
Alright, roll to hit.
Come on. Ooh, 21.
21, that hits. Roll
Yes.
damage. As you arc your arm back, you... As it just thunk right into its shadowy mass.
That would be 6 damage. What does Piercer do for me again?
Piercer. You can reroll piercing damage.
Yeah, no, I'm happy with this damage. And
Okay.
then Hunter's Mark damage, so that's 6 and 3. So a total of 9 piercing damage.
Okay. As it slams into it, you watch as it doesn't seem very affected. Like, it doesn't seem to care that much, but you can, knowing, because you fought this creature before, it definitely did the damage.
Okay.
As it just kind of, arms still in, still walking beside the ship.
That's one, jab him down.
Alright.
That's it.
It is Alexander's turn. Oh, Alexander,
What's he gonna do?
I don't think he has anything that he can do. Alright, he will pull out one of his many hand axes and give it a huck. Hey, 21 to hit. He hits. And that is
losing all of our ranged weaponry.
6 points of damage. You can restock him on the ship. So with a thrown hand axe, just thunk, it hits into it. You kind of know he's pretty good at being able to throw things from one moving thing to another moving thing. Obviously, as a Marine, he's probably trained in that. That is the end of his turn. Amara, you're up.
Yes, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Okay, yeah, I forgot my name was Amara then. Alright, I will run over to Yvonne.
Alrighty.
Next to them, and I'll cast second level Guiding Bolt.
Alrighty.
Yes!
Second level Guiding Bolt.
Guided bolts is the best.
Roll to hit as you
That's
thrust
just a
your hand
D20,
forward,
right?
grabbing your holy symbol. Yep, D20 plus 6. You can actually do it on D&D Beyond.
Can I?
Yeah. They
How
added
do I
that
do that?
ability. You just click the plus 6 next to Guiding Bolt.
Oh, okay. Let me find it again.
Oh, you can concentrate Hunter's Mark for up to an hour? That's cool.
Oh yeah, no, Hunter's Mark is great.
Right, it also helps you track creatures.
It didn't do anything.
Oh.
Under. Oh, that's right, because it's a subscriber thing. You're not a subscriber. My apologies.
Sure. Okay,
Go
I'll
ahead and
just
roll.
it's 22. If I'm good at maths. Yeah.
Okay, 22. That is a hit. Roll that damage.
Okay.
Awesome.
With it getting struck by this guiding bolt, I do believe it begins to glow slightly, which is a funny sight to see.
The shadow creature glowing.
5d6. Do you do plus a spell attack or?
It's I believe it's just 5d6.
Okay. 15.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I got 3 1s.
Oof.
Oh no.
As it is struck, it does what kind of damage is that?
Radiant.
Yep.
Alright. You watch as it poof, and an entire portion of it just kind of burns away. As it slightly begins to glow. At this point, it starts and it looks like it's starting to get agitated. Alright, is that your turn, Amara?
Yep.
Alrighty, back to the top. Gaius, you're up.
If at first you don't succeed, try to shoot it again.
You have advantage.
Going to keep... Yeah, you have advantage. Also going to remind you that you do have Channel Divinity.
Which does what?
Your
Okay.
Channel Divinity is...
Oh, turn undead.
Guided Strike, or Turn Undead. Guided Strike is the one I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, that's right at the bottom.
You also have War Priest, which allows you to use a weapon attack as a bonus action.
So you're saying I make 2 attempts to shoot.
You could.
Does 17 hit?
You have advantage.
That was the second roll.
Oh. Unfortunately, it does not.
Yeah, I thought about using Guided Strike, but well, I'm gonna use that bonus action thing. Use Guided Strike on this shot.
Unfortunately, you cannot, as your Channel Divinity is a bonus action.
Oh. Well, I'm still going to use the bonus action to try making another shot.
Okay. So you're 3 shots in.
Nat 20!
Natural 20!
Oh boy.
First nat 20 of the game.
No, second nat 20.
Second
The
nat
first
20.
was wasted on initiative.
Second one. Yeah, first one that's not initiative.
First one that actually matters.
Yeah, the first nat 20 roll that actually matters.
I wish there was some rule to like actually make so if you get a natural on initiative, you get some like slight additional thing beyond going first.
No.
Nah, you just get to go first.
Initiative is a skill check. Going first is a reward in and of itself.
Mhm.
All right. Roll damage for me.
Okay. Oh wait, I clicked the 2-hit and not the damage button. Okay, so that's 16 damage.
Okay. 16.
And that was a crit too, so
Okay. So, with a very well-placed shot, as you bring it up, aiming for the center of it, you watch as Gaius brings this rifle, and you watch as it... As this beam of radiant light strikes it dead in the center. You watch as the whole thing just... as it poofs into smoke.
Poof.
And you see your weapons fall. You can make a dexterity check to see if you can catch it.
Off the edge of the ship?
Off the edge of the ship. Well, it was right next to the ship. So you could kind of leap
20.
and just... You're tied. You could...
20.
Yeah, you just kind of leap, grab it, and land on the side of the ship and kind of climb back up. And, as it does, you just see a small, tiny little, what looks like a gem, just plink into the water.
Have I seen it before? Something like that before?
Yeah, the last time your party defeated one of these, that plink little gem just fell.
Is it floating or is it sinking?
It's sinking. Alright. Well, holy crap. To let you guys in on a little secret, that thing was vulnerable to radiant damage,
Yeah.
and you doubled it. So you doubled and then doubled again
Wow. Cool.
with your nat 20. Alrighty.
Wow.
So,
That was fun.
as the massive shadow is now gone, you watch as all of a sudden, almost instantaneously, the clouds part, and the sea goes back into its calm state.
Damn these things. Alright.
Looking down, you can see the water, not just because of night, but with your trained eyes, has gotten grayer as you've gotten closer to the Dead Sea. There's sort of like, it's like gray, 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 blue, gray, gray, gray. Because the Dead Sea and Axenith both turn the water gray. So there's kind of like a small sliver where it's nice.
Well, we're in dark waters, everybody. You can untie yourself.
Yeah.
That was a lot easier than last time. You holy people are real useful against monsters.
Thank you.
Alright.
Alright, you see everybody kind of takes a moment to breathe, looks around, kind of gets back to work.
What kind of moon do we have tonight?
Quarter.
And the other moon?
Well, so you have the quarter. The other one is just barely behind the first one, but is mostly lit.
Alright, so like a quarter and a half moon.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright.
Alright. So,
Back to bed.
back to bed. So you all,
Back
For
to
an hour,
bed.
is that long enough to count as strenuous activity to break their rest?
yes,
Yeah.
it was. So you all go back to bed.
4 more hours.
And 4 more hours for you elves, and 8 more hours for the rest of you, before you all get up. And The next following day is widely uneventful. The normal coming and goings of the ship, the natural things, a couple meals, tending to things, cleaning, for you guys, polishing and upkeeping on your weapons and everything else. A prayer or two thrown in. At one point, a singular crab just kind of
You want to eat it?
onto the ship.
What kind of crab is it?
At first, you're not sure, and then you watch as it, and
Huh.
as it does, and it kind of, you can tell it's one of the creatures, albeit a harmless one, that kind of comes in from the Dead Sea, some kind of abomination.
Right.
What is normally a
You want to
kinda
eat
like
it?
eating a chicken.
I don't think you want to eat that.
You watch as it goes, and then just kind of,
Best to just leave those alone.
they're harmless.
They
But,
still got claws.
yeah, but they're not very strong.
Yeah.
They kind of just scream. That's really all they do.
Mood.
They're basically they're like children.
Yeah.
No, it's just a screeching crab.
Mode.
They get on the ship sometimes. Yeah, they're not good. You don't want to eat them.
All right.
Okay, so hold on. So there's a small crab on the ship, though. That's what I'm hearing here.
It's gone now, but it was.
I was gonna ask her. I'd pick up and huck it like a frisbee.
Or you
No.
can throw the next one that gets on.
What? No.
It's not gonna hurt it. It's not really.
I'm going to frisbee with so much force that as it hits the water, its legs get ripped off one by one.
No.
Why are you so horrible?
You're a
Yes.
freaking good character. Stop being evil.
I finally have a high enough strength stat to do things like that. So
All right.
I have a high strength stat to commit atrocities with. I'm going to commit atrocities with it.
So, as time continues forward,
Right.
and you all,
There's not much normal wildlife in the gray water, is there?
no, not really much of
We
anything.
didn't get to see anything other than just the whale in the blue water.
Yeah.
Oh.
And as you all,
yeah.
for the next, go to sleep.
Just gonna play cards with somebody.
I'll play cards.
You all
I like
just
cards.
through the next day relax, and the next, nothing attacks you again for a very.
Oh my god, this is so
Time.
boring.
It's a ship life.
Be lucky that we're not being attacked in our sleep.
The
by a
food
giant
starts to get
squid.
repetitive. They're trying their best to keep it, entertaining, but
You wouldn't happen to be near any fishing spots that I know of.
not particularly. You're taking kind of the most direct path. There's kind of these spots where, like, the magics from the Dead Sea kind of make normal wildlife bigger, and that's usually what you fish, and
Yeah.
you're not near any of them. However, can everybody tonight that is sleeping make a wisdom save for me? If you are an elf, you don't have to.
Cool. It's 'cause
Okay.
we're late.
Yeah, it's because
Dice spots hate me.
All right, 11,
I don't like dice spots.
and Landon gets a 22.
Hey, look at
And
that.
give me a moment to roll for Alexander.
I'm switching to real dice.
Too bad. Sucks to be you.
Won't help this time, but
Okay,
dice spots
unfortunate
consistently.
for Alexander.
Ooh.
So, you begin to hear a in another
I
cabin
fall out of my bed.
as, again, you get up and you kind of come out into the hallway and look. You just hear a of something hitting against Alexander's door, coming from the inside.
Is it the door locked?
It is, but you have a key.
I have a key to everywhere.
Yeah. You kind of come out from the end of the hallway. You all kind
What's
of
going on?
peer out.
Alexander, are you all right in there?
The door keeps getting hit by something.
Alright, hold on, stand back. Stick the key in.
I'm gonna get out my mace.
Alright.
Unlock the door, turn the handle. Alright, ready? I open the door.
As soon as you open the door, you watch as he comes out, as he looks up, his eyes are glowing purple. He just... You watch as he reaches forward
what's wrong with
and he's going
him?
to attempt to claw attack you.
Do I know what this is?
You do not.
Okay.
This is new to you.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Alright, does a 24 hit?
Does a 24
Does a 24 hit?
Yes, it hits.
Okay.
What the heck?
You watch as he reaches across and poof, 17 points of slashing damage as you are flung into the wall.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh yeah.
I'm a ranger.
How about some more?
I'm at 5 hit points.
Yeah, as he growls angrily. Okay. Whatever, please roll initiative for me again.
Oh my god. We're
Oh,
fighting thing.
That's the thing.
Really, really quick.
I can roll dice now.
Okay.
Yay.
Alrighty. Game log. For initiative, Avon got a 6. Oh, you got the ability to do it. You got an 11. Then you got a 25. Jeez, you guys got an 8. Alright, and the creature... Alright! Starting at the top of the turn order is... Landon, to nobody's surprise.
Yes!
25.
I am going first.
Didn't I just get done making fun of you for doing that? Like...
I don't even think I can do much considering all my spells are fucking ranged.
Alright, for the sake of this, we will go back to the landing.
If I move away from him, does that make opportunity attack against me?
Give me a moment. I will show you where you guys all are. In accordance to this. There we go. This is the current setup.
Okay.
Very
Where's the
tight
door
quarters.
that he just came out of?
Hmm?
Where's the door that he just came out of?
He came out of this one.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of like... Every
Alright,
now
got
and
it.
again, there's a door, yep. Alrighty.
Okay, so I'm just within range. Okay. So, we need to surround him. So, what's down this way? Is it just
The hallway
wall?
continues. The hallway continues until there is a staircase that heads up to a higher floor.
So I'm going to bonus action Misty Step over 30 feet away to the other side, like over here.
Okay, yeah, you just... And as you disappear...
And
you
I'm
reappear.
immediately going to kneel down, aim, and then fire a firebolt at him.
Alright, go ahead.
Better not miss.
What? It's not like we're on a boat made out of flammable materials like wood.
What'd you get?
21 to hit.
A 21 to hit.
And it's like, and what else do you want me to do, Ben? I have nothing else to use. Oh, my spells are fire.
Roll damage.
So does that hit him?
Yes, it does.
Okay, he takes 1 damage.
Alright. With a little
Oh, man.
of fire into his back, He just
One.
He's trying to hold back.
Why'd I even use it? You know, it's just at this point, why'd I even bother?
He's trying to hold back so you don't burn us.
He just.
It's like I went
Amara,
up to
you're
him and
up.
just lit a match, and just tossed it on him, and that's all it did.
Yep.
Yep, pretty much.
Amara, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna run up behind Yvonne again. I apparently like to do this.
You're just
and
hiding behind your drow friend. You're like,
Yeah. I'm gonna cast level 1 Cure Wounds.
Alrighty.
Oh, thank you.
Yay, we're friends here.
For
For-
8 heal,
Ooh.
8 health.
8. That's a max
Wow.
cure wounds right there.
That's really great.
If I recall, however, let me look. When you use a spell of first level or higher, the creature regains an additional 2 plus the spell's level HP, so you regain an additional 3.
Wow!
Yay!
Because of Disciple of Life.
That's awesome. I'm at 16.
Yeah.
From
And then
22
would I be able
5
to
16.
backstep a couple paces?
Yes, you would be able to, because you.
Okay.
Boop.
Yeah, just a hit.
All right.
Okay,
Alright.
and turn.
Alrighty. Gaius, you're up.
So I'm a bit confused as to what exactly this thing we're fighting is, to be honest.
You did have a long rest, everyone, just to make that clear before this happened.
Yeah, because this is a couple days later.
You're unsure, but whatever it is, something is happening to Alexander.
Okay, in that case, yeah, I'm going to try Sacred Flame.
Okay. Does he have to make a save?
Dex save 14.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh, 15.
I hate you.
I'm sorry.
Alright,
On the
I'd like to
bright side,
cast
I have that
Fuck You
bonus
to the DM.
I have
well,
that thing I can use for the weapon attack still, right?
Yeah, you could bonus action shoot attack with a weapon, yeah.
Go for the lance.
Okay. You would have to get 5 feet closer.
Okay, yeah,
but
move
it
up
is
5
reach,
feet.
So he's within range now. Go
That's
ahead.
a 22 to hit.
That hits.
For a total of 3 piercing damage. I literally rolled a 1.
Ouch.
Now
Oh
you
my
know how I
God,
feel.
you guys.
We don't want to hurt him.
Okay. Kind of gently poking him.
Maybe you don't. I do.
He, is that your turn, guys?
Yeah, that's all I can do, so yeah.
Alright. You watch as he... You watch as he reaches down and... You begin to see crawling out of the planks what looks
Don't
like
tell me.
shadows of himself
Oh.
as they pull themselves. Oh no.
What the heck? What is he?
You don't know.
What
You
are
don't know what's
they?
happening.
Ah!
A lot.
Alrighty. Avon, it's your turn.
Alright,
Oh.
I'm gonna say I probably don't have my javelins, my spear, or my net with me.
Okay.
Because I was just up doing stuff. So I'm gonna try to, with the blunt end of my, with the hilt of my dagger, I'm gonna bonus action cast Zephyr Strike on myself. And then I'm gonna move up and try to whack him in the head with the pommel of my dagger.
Okay, go ahead.
So
Roll it.
I'm gonna use the Zephyr Strike to give myself advantage on the weapon attack.
Alright.
First roll is a 17, second roll is a 22.
22 hits.
Alright, then I do the weapon damage plus the Zephyr Strike damage. And I'm trying to make this not
The
lethal
Everlasting
bludgeoning.
Rhyme set?
Yep.
I don't think I have that set.
So that's 7
Alright.
pommel and 5 force.
7.
And now I can move 60 feet without provoking opportunity attack. So I'm gonna
Oh, I
just
do.
kinda zip. Up, down here. This end wall.
Alright, I'll switch temporarily to that set because I like it.
Really quick.
Okay, as you do,
No opportunity.
and you kind of zip back, you watch as the shadows begin to dissipate as you did past that damage threshold.
Cool.
And you watch as he,
What I was looking for.
his eyes kind of stop glowing, and he kind of looks up. He goes, let's see. Grab himself, he watches, he goes, what's happening?
Why don't you tell us? Kind of went crazy there for a minute.
You watch as he looks into the room, and you see, as if you look into the room behind him,
Yeah, I'll move back over.
you see this small creature kind of sitting there. You can see it has pale skin pulled back, horns that kind of wrap around the front of the head, and you watch as it has purple glowing eyes. You watch as it goes and just kind of vanishes. Just. And you do recognize that.
Yeah.
It is commonly referred to as a nightmare, but is more known as a shepherd. It gives you a horrible nightmare and takes control of you.
Alright. Gonna go around, wake everybody up, and have them search the ship.
Alright.
Just in case.
You kind of have everyone search the ship. They search the ship. You see, one of them goes,
We got a shepherd on board.
you know, just they start looking around. They're looking around, and you know, a little while later, it must have gone. That's unfortunately, though, it looks like, and he gets closer and he goes, one of our defenses against these kinds of creatures failed. We'll have to redraw the arcane sigil.
Right. Brad Landon, that's his thing.
Alright, gotta walk up, Sir Landon?
Hmm?
We could require your help over. We need, to help retracing an arcane sigil. The protection failed.
Alright, I shall accompany you then.
Alright, thank you. As you follow, very simple fix. They just missed a little glyph, and you just kind of...
Did they honestly need me for this?
Yeah, because they were missing something. They just didn't know what. You found it. They, you fix it.
I'm not super fast
Bam.
anymore.
Been like 3-4 days since the big shadow attack, so this is pretty par for the course.
Alright.
Kind of, alright, time to go back to bed again. And
Go back to bed. It's always at night.
it does tend to be.
It's the best.
And as you all lay down to go back to sleep, this strange journey.
Ow. My insides hurt. I took a lot of damage. And then got healed a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Was
You all
great.
go and
Ooh.
lay down. And more days pass as
Alright.
you all relax, and finally the gray water vanishes.
Can we see the Axenis Peninsula? Have we passed that?
Far off.
Oh,
You're
right.
very far away, and you can see the clouds part. The water becomes beautiful again. Looking down, you luckily are able. You catch what looks like probably a fish. Kind of,
A big one?
a relatively small one, actually. Just kind of going, just kind of skipping across the water.
Ah, cool.
And
To wait for school, I can go get some better rations.
all right. Well,
Sailing is fun, guys.
When?
Yay.
it has been a very long time. As you pull around, about 4 days later, around the peninsula, around the Beastlands, you get a wonderful view of deserts and
You can see the drastic change
grass.
right there from like,
And
not accident, and then if you look just
Oh,
slightly
yes.
to your right,
looking, you can definitely see the gray land of Accident bordered by this beautiful, colorful land that is the
constantly covered
Beastlands.
in
How does this even happen?
it's a curse.
Oh, yeah.
About 100 years ago, when the current king took power, this happened. He drained all the color, and a little bit of the life as well, out of everything and everyone, to make that undead army of his.
Oh, that's why I feel that inside.
Yep. That's why we all kind of do.
At least it's only on the inside.
Until you die.
I feel
and then
normal.
it's on the
now.
outside, too.
You are all aware that, unless specifically stated otherwise,
Every citizen of Accident
everyone
undead army
becomes
at
part
one
of the
point.
undead army eventually.
I ain't gonna join no army. I don't wanna.
You have to. You're a citizen
No.
of Accident.
Alright.
If you don't want to
Well,
join the
what if-
army, take it up with the king.
You're already a part of the
Hey,
army.
king! Screw you and screw your army!
The Lich
That sounds
King.
like treason. Let's see. What? Roll to shoot you in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Believe it or not,
What,
on
you want to
the
become the part of the army? Is that what you're saying?
Oh no, it's just I'm going to find an actual way out to try to get out of it without insulting the
Is this
king.
conversation really happening?
Yes.
You're really
Yeah.
talking treason on the ship, owned by the king, surrounded
No.
by...
It's more I'm going to see if I can come to a deal with him to not be part of the undead army.
Find a way to become immortal.
Please, same here.
But believe it or not, Accident used to be just as beautiful as the Beastlands. Some long time ago.
Alright.
But anyhow, let's keep moving. Let's see. What's the wind like?
At this point, pretty dead.
Slow checking. I'm gonna look around, see if there's anything to hunt in the water.
You're approaching closer to shore as you are hugging around this.
There should be some.
There's small fish that you might be able to, but you would have to take the smaller boat out. And
Well, if the ship's moving, if there's no wind, then we're crawling, basically.
there are people
We
down
got
below.
rowers.
Yeah, you most of the deckhands are not currently, constantly moving around the ship to maintain currently they're rowing down beneath, keeping this ship moving at a pretty good state. Pretty good.
I have
Speed.
a hypothetical question.
Go for it.
If I wanted to dive on in there with my net and grab up a couple of fish as much as I could, and then climb back up the side, how long would that take?
Like 10 minutes?
Oh, really?
It would take 10 minutes probably because unless you asked the ship to slow down, you'd have to swim back to the boat.
Alright. Well, alright. Never mind.
And the boat's moving slightly slower than your swim speed.
Could tie a rope around your waist.
We could. I'm just tired with our rations. They didn't give us good ones. We usually, you fish for stuff. You meet your quota, and then whatever else you get to eat on your way back.
Yeah.
Well, what's the plan?
I'm gonna eat the next monster we come across. That's the plan.
Continuing
Hopefully
forward.
a giant eel of something.
No more monsters. A very
Yeah.
safe trip as the ship comes around the side and you spot it.
Right.
A glistening city of some sorts. Town. by Axonith standards. Glistening up, you can see it kind of comes. There is a long road that stretches out to a very small dock. And then far off into the distance, you can see it kind of comes up, and a part of what looks like woods with mountains far off behind has been carved out. And you can see from this distance, all the buildings are white.
Huh. Is it small to the point where we're gonna have to anchor off the dock and take the rowboat in?
It's a very long
Okay.
one.
It's maybe it's like one or two really long docks.
Yeah, but that's it.
Okay.
You can tell it's it kind of looks like just a longer version of, well, fishing docks, where you would, you park pretty far away.
Are there any
dropping
patrol boats out? Like,
no,
all right.
surprisingly not.
Raise up all
Mind
the
you,
sails on the main mast.
War has not been officially declared.
Oh yeah, I know. Raise up all the sails on the main mast. We're gonna go in slow.
All right, up it goes.
So we should have just the front and the back two sails.
The wind is still slow, so a lot of this is rowing currently.
Yeah.
But it won't take you very long to get there.
I don't want to get caught up in a draft and then crash into the
All right.
dock.
So.
Let's go. Got it.
Coming in. As it comes in. Question, retrospectively. Are you bearing the Axonith flag?
Not on my ship.
Okay.
No way.
So, you took it down. As it comes in.
We kept the colors till we got to blue water, then they came right back down.
Alright, taking down the colors.
You with the potatoes.
You pull in.
Mm-hmm.
As you stop on the dock. You kind of...
Tie her up.
Yeah.
Set anchor.
Your crew gets to work. I suppose I'll have everyone wait here until you all return. Tell us if it's safe. Yep. We also do have a change of clothes in case you would like us to not be in uniform.
Yeah, best not to be in uniform.
Alright, you watch as one of them just kind of pulls their shirt off and doesn't grab a replacement, ties it around their waist, and it doesn't look like uniform, grabs a bandana, just ties it around their head. They just look like a sailor.
Right.
Like, they just look very generic. They're just like, they just start doing that, like, making themselves look rough. You watch one of them with a little bit of a beard, takes a knife and just, chops a bit of it off just to, look even more scraggly. Just kind of goes, dedicated to the cause.
No, it's good. Alright. Get your shit together. We're making landfall.
Right. Very easy thing. You can just step onto the dock. It's about
set out the gangplank.
300 feet till the end of it.
Yeah, set out the gangplank, walk to the...
Alright.
Tie her up, walk
step
down.
Looking, you can see very far off in the distance 2 people approaching.
Cool.
If you'd like to meet them
I
halfway.
have my papers.
Alright.
I know what I'm about. That charisma of 10.
Alright. As you all begin walking, coming down, walking towards you, you see one of them looks like a... Wood elf, perhaps?
I have a band over my eyes still. It helps a little bit, but
helps
not
a little
that
bit, not
much.
Much. You see, a wood elf, perhaps. The other one has purple skin, horns, a tail. As you approach, there you go. They put a hand up.
I'll stop.
Greetings. You notice the purple-skinned man looks at you and looks down at papers that they're holding. Pardon my unawareness of the situation, but, and my rather blunt language here, but who the fuck are you?
Name's Captain Alonzo Lynn of Axonith. I have pulled out a document. We're here on a diplomatic mission.
You know, it took until hearing you saying Captain Alonzo Lynn that my brain auto-completed it to Avantika. Just gonna say that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't realize that Avantika...
Yeah, I just realized. That's pretty funny. That is unintentional.
Very unintentional.
And the papers
Vatica
are
will
these.
lead us.
I'm assuming
will
these are
lead
accident
us.
papers.
Well,
Unless
whatever
you
I
just
was
have.
whatever I was given.
Well, you were given accident papers to give you docking clearance at forts and to say that you are a emissary of the Accident Empire.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
papers of emissary.
And they take it and they look down. Emissaries!
Tempting to be, yeah.
Of our not so friendly neighbor. Well, they hand it off and you see the elf takes a look over it. Yes. That's fine. Yes. We're always willing for negotiation.
Yeah.
Why have you come? What is your goal here?
I'll look to the others that were more informed than me because they actually hold rank and I do not.
Well, your goal is to take over. Is that what you're going to tell them?
No. Alright.
We just wish to befriend other nations.
You want to see the great Accident Empire befriending others. This is not a day that I thought I would live to see, but if you're telling the truth, perhaps it'll be a fine day for us all.
Oh, I certainly hope so.
Alright, it checks out. You watch this. He looks. The papers? Yes, they look to be in order. Hands them off. Perfect. Takes them, hands them back to you.
Thank you.
Alright, welcome to Zyme.
Zyme, alright.
This is, one of our few coastal cities. We don't tend to settle close to the shore.
It's very bright.
Welcome to the Golden Crown. That is the name of our country, if you're unaware. Lucky that you landed here. We've been dealing with, troublesome flyers.
I've heard they're a pirating type.
Yes, they are, not the most agreeable people. Come. Let's talk over at the Golden Coin.
Of course.
You watch as he begins walking.
I'll just give a hand signal back to the ship that's basically like, we're good.
Okay. You see some of them kind of hop off and, like, start walking. And most of them tend to the ship. Will you follow this man
Yeah.
whose name you are not aware of?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow.
Alright.
Yeah.
As you, follow him, you see, as you get closer to the city, after the dock ends, the road is cobblestone. Very nice. Well kept. Looking around, you see the buildings are made of marble. Very,
Polished.
very nice.
Reflective.
Oh, yeah.
Ah,
Not quite reflective.
Like,
they
how
are,
nice.
you know,
cool.
a little rough to prevent blinding people. But it's very high quality, all the work here, and you can see that there are street signs with, you know, pointing basically little symbols like inns and stores and stuff. No names,
Is it
no
common?
street names, but well, it's just images
Oh.
that kind of get the point across. So you can see like one of the signs is like hanging basically in the center of an intersection.
The true universal language, pictoart.
Yeah, pictographs. And you can see like an arrow, and then there's like a tankard, and you can see like over on the other side an arrow, and there's a weird shaped golden coin. He goes, funnily enough, now just called the golden coin. Not the symbol for the golden coin.
Huh.
Come with me.
We need
Kinda
to
leads you
exchange
down.
money. Or,
Gold is gold.
Okay.
You can if you want to. I'm sure bringing in currency bearing the mark of the Eternal King will turn some heads, but
I mean, I tend to turn heads
nobody
too.
will. What do you mean?
Well,
As you look around, as you do,
take a better look around, move the cloth a little bit.
you kind of look up. There's a couple other drow here.
Oh, wow.
Not many, by any means, but there's a couple.
Oh, that's comforting. Interesting.
Most of them stay closer to the mountains, but
Makes sense.
I'm assuming your kind is not very, well, there's two of you, but I'm assuming your kind is not very popular.
We're about less than 5% of the population of Axmith.
I'd say you're running approximately 7% here. But, well, regardless, he walks you and you see this building, very large, the door painted,
Is it still him and
white,
the wood
gold,
elf?
the wood elf has split off and has
Okay.
started walking in a different direction. And as he kind of opens the door inside, the wood paneling of this tavern is very nicely done, bright colors. You can see some of them are painted so to make little designs in the ground. And
Cool.
the tables are all nicely cut, polished, and great.
We'll take the cloth off now. Put it back down.
As soon as you enter, you watch as you do, the torches kind of dim a little bit. And you watch as the man at the counter is kind of, and as he closes his hands, they dim down so as not to blind you. And you can see there's about 6 or 7 people sitting around. You weren't paying a lot of attention to the people, but this is what throws you off.
Yeah.
You see goblins, like 3 of them, just like sitting at a table, just dressed up. And
is it a goblin-sized table?
it is a goblin-sized table. You see an elf is just sitting nearby. A human is like off in the corner. The bartender is something you've never seen.
Oh. Wow.
You're unsure. Their skin is blue, with like their hair is just darker blue. You're like, and you see a gnoll is just kind of like, just utensils and all, eating away.
This place is great.
You're like, these are all things that we have been told are barbaric. And here they are, clothed and eating with utensils.
I'm always a very skeptical person when people are like, oh god, they're barbaric. Well,
As you step inside, he sits down. He
right.
goes,
Wow.
can we get a meal for everyone? And do you see the man you assume at the table? It's kind of hard to tell. Kind of goes, well, of course. Kind of turns around and you watch as they start, the fires, and they start cooking. He goes, so, welcome to the Golden Coin, and I guess I should introduce you. And
That'd be nice, yeah.
he goes, well, he goes, they call me Mayor. Like M-A-Y-O-R.
Hi, Mayor.
Mayor?
Yes,
Mayor. Alright. That's because you're the mayor?
yes,
Huh.
as a matter of fact.
Wow.
Yes, my kind, we have, names that are, indicative of our values.
Mayor. The mayor.
I value being the mayor, so I chose to take the name Mayor.
Oh, that's certainly interesting.
Mind you, it was a point of contention when I was still running. But,
Oh, that's funny.
we are glad to see you all here, really. We have been asking for diplomatic talks for a very long time, and it seems like our questions were going unanswered, our cries for help.
Oh, the Eternal King is, eternally kind of a bitch. Just a
We
little
tried to
bit.
contact Syndria, but we don't think that our messages got through.
They were probably intercepted.
Most
I'll be
likely.
completely honest.
I will be completely honest with you in return. We have no care for your war with Syndria, but we just want to be connected with the rest of the world, and whether that is through a hopefully more accepting Axonith Empire, or Sindria. Does not matter.
Right. You can see you're in a bit of a complicated position being so close to the Dead Sea. Kind of can't get ships out anywhere.
Well, luckily we can fish up above. We are on the northern border,
Right.
but it gets cold if you go a little further up.
Well,
Our main source of issues is our supplies are being raided, our people going missing. There are bestial attacks on our lands, and we believe that the wing has to blame for our supplies.
right.
And it hasn't helped that every emissary we've sent to an Actinith outpost has been killed.
Right. Sorry for that.
It's
Complicated.
not entirely Actinith's fault. It's hard to tell who's an enemy in an enemy land. We are aware that they have had very bad experiences given that their outposts are in the territory of the wing.
Right.
But if you're here, perhaps you can help us with some endeavors.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be against it.
I'm sure the Queen would be very thankful.
What exactly is it you need help with?
Well, a lot of things. Anything that's people of your caliber is yet to be seen. But it depends. I mean, first impression-wise, looking at all of you, you seem to be capable fighters. I'm sure that you need that in an emissary in a very dangerous land such as this. If the pirates or the tribespeople don't kill you, or a scared Crown's Guard, then, well, the wilderness will.
Is there lost monsters in the wilderness too?
The Beastlands civilization came from a unification of those of us who were sentient, those of us who possessed higher thought. There was a time when we unified under one banner, but diverging ideals separated us. Some wanted to go back to the more primal way of life, some of us wanted to look to the future, and some of us thought that we should embrace our violent natures.
Right.
There are plenty of bestial races that were not of higher thinking. And as such, it is not their fault, but they are creatures of nature, and they attack anything that they believe they can get a meal out of.
Makes sense.
Most of the people that you see around who are not of bestial nature came here to escape. Heard stories of us, maybe their ancestors or they themselves did, and came looking. But my kind have been here for a very long time. We have very long memories in our families, and we remember the day that the Actinith Empire rose. We remember the day that Sindria defected. We remember the day they discovered us. You are fighting an uphill battle. Many people here have no love for the Actinith Empire.
I'm aware. Just,
the food is brought out by this point, and
my flask and
as it is set in front of each of you, it is very exotic looking. You have no idea what has been put in front of you. It smells delicious. It smells fruity, which is new to you. You go, thank you.
Fantastic.
This is a slice of what we call a steak with a fruity glaze. It's a nice change of pace.
Scurvy.
I've never seen anything like this before. Is it gonna kill me?
Probably not.
It shouldn't. If it does, then
I shall return in a moment.
well, we'll have to get the authorities involved with this location, but you should be fine.
I'm just gonna go.
All right.
Does it taste like any kind of creature I've eaten before?
No, not really.
Oh.
You imagine it's probably a land creature native to here, or so on, and it's when you heard steak, you're used to wolf steak.
Yeah.
From accident, this does not taste like that. This is way softer, way juicier, way more flavorful.
This is like...
The glaze that's over it is.
Do I know what kind of fruit glaze?
You do not.
No, not even with all the little.
Very sweet.
Wow.
It could be almost anything, is why you're unsure. You know that if you probably would know the ingredient if you saw it.
Yeah.
But it's so sweet that it's kind of just a blend of flavors. It's good. Really, really good. Hard to pinpoint what the ingredients are.
It's not tough like wolf. It's great.
You eat wolves.
That's all there is.
And you call us the Beastlands.
Alright.
Well,
there's not many land animals. You
I
gotta
don't
use
know.
the horses, so you can't eat them.
I suppose that is true.
Plenty of wolves.
Well, I've done a lot of talking with what it looks like your captain. I'd like to meet the rest of you at some point. Feel free. Kind of smiles at all of you, if you are comfortable, of course.
Accommodating.
I'm sorry, I'm bad at reading the room. Is this where I should introduce myself for?
Yeah, you
Go
probably.
for it.
You can.
Okay, sorry. Hi. I'm Amara. There isn't much to really say about me. I fight, and I don't fight. And I don't like fighting. About it,
Sure
really.
we will get along then. I particularly don't enjoy conflict any more than the next person.
Yeah, for real, it sucks.
Oh yeah, it's I just don't understand why we can't talk out our problems.
I like this guy.
I do too.
He looks over at Gaius, if you would like to introduce yourself.
I don't do introductions.
You're kind of just sitting there in half-plate armor, helmet still on. You've just kind of lifted like the front visor to show your face and are eating. Are you just not going to say anything? Or okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Name's Gaius.
Interesting name. What do you do? You're wearing a lot of armor for an emissary, my friend.
And we almost got murdered more than a few times across the sea. The armor's a good thing.
I suppose that is true. It is not a very safe place, the ocean.
Oh boy, you're telling me. I think his rank is battle healer.
Battle healer. Well, that has a fun little ring to it.
Mm-hmm.
I shoot people to health with this healing gun.
You kind of like look at it.
Can he use it to long distance heal?
If he casts healing word, I'll say yeah. He goes, interesting. Hopefully I will not require need of that.
Yeah.
He kind of looks at the other and just, Alexander, nice to meet you. What do you do? I fight. Oh, all right. Kind of looks over. Lyden's just kind of eating away. Just goes, okay. He goes, you look like some sort of mage. You see he's kind of mouthful. You're pleasure to meet you.
How do we get to drink?
It is a small cup of wine.
Very nice.
Yes, he,
Does Axeth really have wine? Do grapes grow?
yeah, this is a lot lighter than Axeth wine. But, you know, whether or not you like that sort of thing is up to you.
Just kind of take out my flask.
Alright,
Just a little extra something.
alright, well, look, as you are here on a...
I have returned.
emissary... welcome back. Yes, as you are here on a mission of emissary, I can procure you rooms, I can procure you transportation,
Exceptionally generous.
a cart, I can give you directions to the capital, and, I just need to ask something of you.
Sure.
Hmm?
We have a shipment. A thing of goods needs to get to the capital.
Alright.
I am worried that flyers are going to come down and attack it. Is there any chance that you could take the cart that I will procure for you and follow it? Keep it safe.
I mean, in exchange, you make sure my men and my ship are alright, I'd say, yeah.
As long as they are within our dock, we'll protect them as if they were our own.
They're all good people.
We don't tend to patrol, but we do have massive siege weaponry. Ready to take on any sea monsters that come too close.
Good thing we didn't fly the colors when we came in, just in case.
We don't fire upon ships. No.
Well, that's,
We have a massive snapping turtle that will eat it if we decide that it's angry enough. I kid.
Oh, I mean, I've seen some dragon turtle in my day.
That is only a rumor. But
Whew. Alright,
one
well.
that may be slightly embedded in truth. He kind of winks at you. Merci. So,
Alright, well.
it leaves tomorrow. If you would follow it, if you want, I can get about exchanging your currency. I can procure you that cart. They'll be outside come tomorrow morning. I will send someone to fetch you. And they will lead you to the capital.
I mean, my vote's in for yes.
It's about 100 miles inland.
That's pretty far.
Yes.
I haven't spent that much time inland. Oh, that'll be fun. Something new.
So what do you all say?
I say yes.
I'm down.
Alright.
What does
I'm
this
down as
mean,
well.
Down. Is that a
It means we are absolutely
Down to
saying
go.
down
yes.
to go? I like that phrase. All right. Yes. All right. Well, I will send someone in the morning. For now, take your walk of the town. I will real quick. He reaches forward. Takes gold pieces off of
I
you
only
and
have
things.
2 gold pieces.
You watch as he kind of goes. Walks up to the bartender. Kind of puts down. Could you do me a favor? He goes. Oh, of course. Hands it out. He hands it back, and you are given these kind of like 8-sided like gold pieces with a circle in the center, and you can see the circle in the center is very small, probably designed for fishing wire instead of normal like twine to be used to string them. It's very small, and you can see what looks like a golden crown is kind of embossed in on it. It is very kind of professional looking currency. He just hands you all your converted coins.
About how big are they?
About that big. About like
It's like an
maybe
ounce of gold.
yeah,
Something
About
like that.
like a inch, maybe a little more
Cool.
diameter.
Neat.
He goes, all right. Well, have you ever run into the town? I will see you all later. Thank you very much. He stands up, takes his leave.
How many people are still in here?
All the same people as before.
Alright.
A couple more people have trickled in.
Are they like staring at us?
Couple
trying
kobolds
to...
and a knoll. Just kind of walk in. And
Any,
as you
any
walk in,
eyes on us?
not really. They don't
Alright,
seem to
cool.
judge you. As it walks in, one of the kobolds just kind of goes, "Hello there."
Hi.
Goes, I like your hair.
Thank you.
Keeps walking. He kind of reaches up. You hear, "I wish I could grow hair." Kind of sits down, like.
I'm gonna just lean into the table and say quietly, stage whisper, but not actually whisper because it won't pick up. So what the fuck are we doing? I mean, I'm gonna be straightforward with you all. I'm not looking to take over this place. Forcefully. I don't want to start any war. I don't want to cause any trouble, start any fights. I'm not super interested in that. So what are we doing? I mean, I lied. And then you just kind of went along with it, which I'm grateful for, by the way. Not that good at lying.
And worst case scenario, we end up causing a war.
I really don't want to do that.
And I know how to deal with a war, if I do say
Yeah,
so
it's not like
myself.
it's nothing we've dealt with already.
This place is beautiful. I really hate to see it turn grey.
Yeah, it'd almost be a shame.
So what are we gonna do?
Alexander kind of. So.
And if we don't want this place to turn gray, I mean, but we're supposed to be trying to, do things in the name of Axneth, we're kind of at a problem, aren't we?
I know.
And our options are basically follow the mission and have it make us unhappy, or commit treason and get executed, which I assume would also make us unhappy.
Yeah.
You get the
I'm going to look around for the bard who just sang that to shoot them in the head.
Yeah, no, there's no bard.
Now that's kind of just played in the back of your mind. I mean, I'm at an impasse. I'm not really one for war or conflict of this scale, and I really not a big fan of our country. Gonna be upfront and honest.
I mean,
I've seen a lot. I've been places, but I mean,
if we're trying to, keep Axneth from getting power, I mean, ideally we'd want to keep this country out of conflict and just start a war between Axneth and some place we don't actually care about getting destroyed. Hypothetically, though, I mean, obviously, if we actually did that, it would be treason, and none of us are that stupid, right?
Haha.
just drink a lot. Well, war's complicated. Our country's complicated.
This place gives me a headache, but I know it's pretty.
Yeah. It hurts, but it's great.
Ah!
What are we doing? I think we ought to go.
I mean, it sounds like treason's the only option that would actually make most of us happy, but also, it's treason.
So it's treason then.
Maybe we can get around. Oh boy.
Hypothetically, we could commit treason, but we're also enlisted by the king himself to do this, and we're in a group with other people who have been enlisted by the king to do this, so it's kind of difficult to say, hey, let's do a treason.
Yeah, we need to we have to at the very least kill off those other people, which causes more problems than it's worth.
Again, this is completely hypothetical.
Yes, obviously.
All right, I'm not saying this as my character would. It's just like, all right, everybody, we're going to commit a fucking treason. Who wants to fucking join?
Rising revolution.
I was not expecting this place to be so nice and accommodating.
Dance
and,
revolution. Revolution, overthrow the government. I think so. It's still one of my favorite videos.
So hypothetically, if we did commit treason, what would we do about the rest of the crew? Would we attempt to...
Well, I mean, if we pick up some heavy objects and some extra rope while we're here. Wait for night.
No, not that, please. No, that's horrible.
But fish need to eat too, after all.
We don't have to tell the crew right away, and we can kind of get a feel for what they think afterwards. Personally, I'm not one to just turn on my own people.
True, but don't want to risk, there being a spy for the king and us getting killed.
Well, I mean, there's nothing to say we aren't being spied on right now.
Well, we're talking about completely hypothetical treason.
Completely hypothetical, but, there are magic things.
As you kind of shout out completely hypothetical. And then they hear none of the rest of the conversation. Like, nobody else in the tavern hear anything else. You just hear completely hypothetical. And then they're just, like, a couple of people who kind of just look over like, what? And then just, like, kind of go back to what they were doing.
I mean, how many bullets to the face can the king survive, really?
How many bolts of radiant energy, you mean?
Pretty much.
How much do I know about the king?
He's known as the Eternal King. He is a lich. He is insanely powerful.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's called the Eternal King for a reason. He doesn't die. He's a lich. He's very powerful. Oh,
what if we united all of these nations and then went to war?
I have an idea.
Oh,
it's
Jesus.
crazy, but it might just work.
Clerics just casually suggest unifying an entire people so that they can beat.
I have an idea that will. It might just work. It's a bit crazy, though.
Hypothetically, that's the best option.
Oh, we are one episode in. We are already discussing.
Have you heard of a Tarask?
I heard. But
we are one episode in and we are already discussing treason.
I mean, Rick the King, dude. What has he done for us?
I don't think the king stands much of a chance against the Tarask.
Hypothetically.
I can tell you exactly what the king's done for us. He's stolen all the color from our land, cursed all its people to be sworn into an undead army upon our death. And he turns our friends and loved ones into skeletons to patrol the streets.
We'll remind you, it is not by force. It is a volunteer service.
Well, I mean, everybody who's born in Axonith is affected by the curse upon Axonith.
Yes, but the turning into a
we're all still under the curse.
Yeah, well, yeah,
and
but the turning into...
If you take any rank in society, you have to side yourself over, pretty much.
No, actually, the higher your rank, the more likely an appeal to not become part of the undead army is likely to succeed.
Oh, cool. So I'm the only one who's gonna turn into an undead thing. Maybe.
And I'm here to make sure that doesn't happen.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I got about 6 more lifetimes to live.
It's a lot of lifetimes.
Oh, I mean, I'm already down just over 100 years.
I was gonna say, you live until, God, like what, 700?
700 or more. On average, it's 700.
No,
And
boy.
Amara's like 27.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already down 120 years, so, you know, I have a little bit left.
Well,
He joined us
look
for the
who it
game.
is.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you joining us?
I finished
An
my
hour and a half.
task.
Sweet.
All right.
All right.
Too bad we don't
Casually
need you anymore.
Catch you
Get
up,
out.
Alexander.
treason.
Allow me to catch Alexander up. So, you were all tasked to infiltrate, take over, basically convert the Beastlands, any of the three factions, known as the Crown, the Wing, or the Tribes, to Axeneth. The party decided that they were going to take the boat directly to one of the Crown's territories, because they are the most diplomatic. They went all the way around the Beastlands, went to Zyme, the a city of the Crown, where they met Mare, a tiefling who is the mayor.
Is there a Roll20 link?
Yes, it should be in text chat. Just have to go up
Past
quite a
all
bit.
the
Oh,
memes.
okay.
Past all the
Oh,
fucking
yes.
memes. They so two things happened. First of all, the boat was attacked by a Marumbra, which was a Titanus sea shadow creature, which they defeated rather easily because it's only a challenge rating 8. And it's vulnerable to radiant damage. And we have 2 clerics, so you can guess how that went.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
And then a Nightmare Shepherd, not the same as the one in Mythic's Guide to Theros, took over Alexander's mind temporarily. They
punched me really fucking hard.
they defeated that, and Alexander came back. Now they are docked. They just got done talking to the mayor of Zyme. And you were sitting in the Golden Coin Tavern discussing hypothetical
Completely
treason,
hypothetical
because
treason.
everybody has kind of realized this place is really nice. Do we really want it to be under Axeneth's rule?
Hypothetically, you know.
Hypothetically, we want to make that very clear. It's hypothetical.
So hypothetically, you're saying fuck the crown, or not this place.
Hypothetically, yes.
Yeah. I mean, fuck the king. I mean, hypothetically, fuck the king.
I just shake my head and just confusion and just. Do I have a drink?
Yes, you do have wine.
I just downed the drink.
Okay, you just downed the whole thing.
Pour more rum into my wine glass because I finished my rum wine already.
Alright.
I'm just gonna take that as you're drunk and you don't know what the hell you're saying.
Hypothetically, yes.
Hypothetically. This place is just so nice.
Well, this place may look rather nice, I suppose. I don't know what to say. I've never really seen.
Are you kidding? Look at this.
You're talking like
Looking
a person who
around,
hasn't
yeah.
been here this whole session.
This place is so...
I'm also talking about. I'm not even. Yes, but also I'm talking from my own point of view too.
Yeah, like you've been out on the water. You liked the water because it had the color that Axeneth didn't have, and this place has color. It's white and green and gold, and the food is delicious, and the drink is good, and everything's very well made, and the people seem happy. Like, everything here seems really, really nice, but you also know they've been talking about pirate attacks, people going missing in the tribes, and Mayor did say that they've been trying to get connected to the bigger part of the world in order to hopefully get allies in this potential combat and to stop the horrible tragedies befalling the Crown's people, and that they didn't care whether it was Sindria or Axeneth that they managed to get in contact with. And you're all here on emissary work, so they've asked you to help.
Yeah.
Completely.
You're all. I know it's hypothetically, but this is Axenith we're talking about. This isn't some happy-go-lucky kingdom.
Oh, I know.
I've seen my fair share of corrupt officers in my lifetime so far. I know it ain't perfect, but it's just life that I've been accustomed to, and it's...
Well, then take a listen. Speaking of somebody who was around before the Eternal King, used to be pretty damn great. There was sun and color, flowers.
The Axenith Empire was a place you would want to live.
Used to be amazing. Then the Eternal King came to power about 100 years ago or so. And now everything's grey and wilted and dark.
I mean, the only thing I can only think of is, obviously, yes, betraying, but killing, but hypothetically, killing the roots from the source.
Hypothetically,
The
killing
Eternal
them.
King is a lich. It's not gonna go down easily. I don't know how he came to power.
He won. He
Right.
won the competition. At least that's
Battle
what
to the death competition.
Well, it wasn't intended to be, but he
Right.
made sure to kill the competition
Right.
during the combat stage, so...
It's not supposed to be a battle to the death, but you know.
There's nothing saying that it can't be, it's just most people are
And
nicer than
was
that.
he a human or an Azamar?
He was an Esmar.
Right.
I suppose for the time being,
He was a fallen one from an exiled noble house, who had just managed to use enough of its influence to get a competitor in, and then he won.
I'm just gonna say, hypothetically, King's kind of an ass. And hypothetically, I don't like him. And hypothetically, I'd much rather be somewhere colorful.
I don't think you could just add hypothetically to stick.
It's fine. Don't worry
Hypothetically,
about
if we were to resurrect some god of destruction, and
oh my god.
like in the capital city right next to the palace, I mean, how badly could that end?
If the gods wanted to interfere, they could have done so already.
I mean, hypothetically, I don't think the gods can interfere, actually. It's, not directly. Not anymore.
I remember hearing something at one point about something that hypothetically could deal with the king, but it would also kill the entirety of Axenith. Something about locating a city, but I'd say that's off the table.
It is off the table because you're also thinking about it is also
Unfortunately,
Pudding.
the ability for that died last edition, but...
you're also talking about harming innocents, civilians who don't
Yeah,
know.
that's
right?
why it's off the table.
Yes.
No, we're not hurting our own people.
I say for
People
now.
are gonna die no matter what we do.
I say for
We
now.
coat everything in ice, which is a problem.
Let's work in these lands for now. See what else we can find. Maybe we could find some damning evidence of
Evidence isn't gonna do shit.
it is if you want allies.
Well, yeah.
The
but,
Axenith
I mean,
Empire does have the ability to get the king out. With enough evidence, you might be able to do something, but
I mean, what's
depends
that?
on the corruptness of the higher-ups.
What's that? He's literally a lich. What more evidence? If they were gonna do something about it.
Necromancy and lichdom is not outlawed, and Axenith never has been.
Ay.
It's just looked at a way to magically preserve your life. It's not considered evil.
I may know a few people.
There's a message.
Don't know if they're even here or not. But I suppose I can find possibly where they might be.
I mean, this is all completely hypothetical.
Yes, well, that's hypothetical. Now that you more talk about it and the more I look at these lands.
I mean, just look out the window. Like, it's... Look at this. It's something that's not wolf. And it's delicious.
Right.
Ay, ay.
Well, will you all just head to your rooms and I guess
Well, I want to look around the town a little bit.
a little bit?
A little bit.
Okay.
It's only like mid to late afternoon, right?
Yes.
Is it possible to go buy paper birds here?
Yes, it is possible.
I'm gonna go buy 2.
Here it would end up being probably just pretty easy. Similar to just like going to get a piece of mail. You just pick it up. You'd only have to pay like a couple copper.
Okay. I guess I'll convert a piece of gold.
Yeah, convert it down.
Do I even have gold? I don't think I got gold. Yeah, I don't have gold. Wow.
Oh yeah, no, you're broke.
Ah!
Oh, what, really? He starts with no money?
He starts with no money
Wow.
as a Marine.
Wow. That's something.
Wow.
Yep.
You only got like a gold piece I can borrow.
Oh my god, you needy little. Fine, I'll give you a gold
A
piece.
belt pouch
Jesus.
containing 10 gold. Did you buy something? Is that what it was?
No, I didn't buy anything.
Then you should have had
There,
10 gold.
I hand him a gold
No,
piece.
he has 10 gold.
He has 10. He should have had 10. I don't know why he didn't.
I have no
Oh.
idea.
Maybe
Well, I'm
taking
maybe
back
the
my
brain
gold piece then.
background is slightly
It's
broken,
slightly bugged on D&D Beyond,
so it
perhaps.
didn't add it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So remove a gold. That's like how many silver pieces? 10.
10. 1 gold is 10 silver.
And then silver to copper is 10 as well. Unfortunately, you joined in right at the very end.
Yeah.
It's going to be a shorter first session, and we're ending it very soon.
I love how we were just like sent on a mission, and within
Within
what 3 hours we decided treason.
Day,
Being at our mission.
getting there, you guys kind of just looked around and went,
This place
"Oh
is great.
no, are we the bad guys?"
Yup.
I'm
And you
the
guys
bad
like,
guy.
"Oh no!" And just was like, "Yeah, no, we're not doing this."
Nope.
Oh, that's funny.
Hypothetically,
Bad
we're
people.
not doing this.
It's all because you guys chose to go to the crowd.
Yep.
If you would have gone to the wing, you would have been like,
This
"Oh
decision
yeah,
was accelerated.
yeah." This decision was accelerated because
We
you went to the
basically
crowd.
went right to Paradise City.
Oh yeah, basically. The crown is such a lovely place.
Such a lovely place.
I
Treason is
expected you to
always
go to the
the
outpost
answer.
first, but I did give you the choice.
Yep,
So.
we did. Everyone was like, let's go to the crown. Yeah.
Cause you guys could have gotten slightly outfitted at the
We should name this episode Hypothetical Treason.
They put like a bunch of emphasis on hypothetical.
Hypothetical.
Hypothetically, if we do this, we're
How many
branded.
times have we said hypothetically, man, we should have made that a drinking game? Take a shot every time somebody says hypothetically.
No.
You'll die.
You will die.
Take a shot of Fanta, orange Fanta. That'll be better.
Woo.
No, shot of Everclear.
No.
Take a shot of hydrogen peroxide every time you breathe.
Take a shot of Deja Blue.
Deja blue.
Anna, sorry for joining in the end.
No,
it's
you're
okay.
fine. You're fine. It's just a bit of combat, bit of lore.
Yeah, I'm just
So,
Bit of treason.
Hypothetical.
Bit of
Bit of
hypothetical
murder.
treason.
So, as you all sit at this tavern, you go to get your paper bird. You could just flag someone down for one. I'm sure it would be easy enough.
Okay.
I really want to look around.
So you all finish your food, look at each other. With your
Hush.
tomorrow,
hush.
yeah, hush hush. With tomorrow, being escorting a caravan to the capital city, which I will inform you the name as it was shown as Gemdale, or Gemgale rather. Yeah, Gemgale, the capital city. As you were told, it was about 100 miles to Gemgale, and you would have to escort this caravan through. You all prepare for what is to come, and with that, we will end off for tonight.
Oh boy.
Okay.
As you all have had a couple of encounters, a couple of scary encounters. Blair has popped out, but we will say thank you for coming. Even though they cannot hear it, we will say it just to say it. A wonderful new addition to the team. And thank all of you in chat for coming. I would like to mention that this is the most stable concurrent viewer count I've ever seen in my life for one of these.
What is that number?
We shot up to like 8, 9 active viewers, and we have just maintained that. And for a small D&D stream such as ourselves, that is crazy.
That's great.
The fact that we've maintained that for like the almost 3 hours that we've been playing.
Thank you guys.
Like, thank you guys so much for
writing up
coming.
my campaign.
Remember to subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. If you don't want your YouTube to be plagued with those notifications, join our Discord. We do announce when we are doing these streams and all others in the news channel.
Y'all forget highlights, like yelling at people or being idiots.
Yeah.
Thinking about doing some more late night gaming.
We're probably gonna do
Oh
some
my
more
god,
late
it was
night
the
gaming,
one
yes.
time!
And midnight gaming.
Yeah,
Or midday gaming.
late night gaming later today.
Midday gaming.
This has been amazing. Lift Tool Nerders. So fun. So fun having everyone. So, remember guys that in order for us to speedrun YouTube, if you guys leave a comment and a like, it will help the algorithm. Because
Apparently you can also cheat the algorithm with the community tab.
Oh, yes, you can. So, thank you guys so much for coming. It's been absolutely wonderful. We will be picking up in 2 weeks for this one. As next week will be another episode of Adventures in Wildmont.
Yeah, I gotta get that working.
Because we are alternating those 2 campaigns. So,
And we might pick up a 3rd campaign, depending if that new person...
We might. That one probably won't be streamed to start off with. But we'll see. So, thank you everybody for coming. Hypothetically, see you all later.
Hypothetically, let's commit war crimes.
Hypothetically,
Oh, no.
let's commit. I love how, okay, when I was writing this, I was like, you know, they're probably going to choose to go to the outpost. They're going to see some darkness in the you know, in the wing. They're going to see the tribes, a little bit of light, and then they're going to get to the crown. And they're going to be like, okay. You know, we're now the hard decision comes. And I was like, okay, yeah, where do you guys want to go? And they were like, yeah, let's go to the easy one first. Let's go to the crown. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I've got my stuff ready for it. Yeah, let's go. And then they got there, and I was like, oh yeah, no, this place is like almost a utopia. Other than like the fact that that obviously it has its hardships, but like it's a very beautiful place to look at, and there is problems. It's not perfect, but I was like okay, and then they were like, you guys literally walked into town, looked around, walked into the first building you walked into. You sat down and you went, all right, guys, how are we going to kill the king? Because
we talked to like
this place
2
is.
whole people.
You talked to 2 people. You got nice food. You said all it took was a good meal, a little bit of hospitality, and you guys were ready. You guys were like, all right.
For some reason, nobody seemed to take...
Racial diversity, colors, food,
nice
and
people.
hospitality. And you guys were like, you know what? Fuck it.
For some reason, no one took the suggestion of unleashing the Tarrasque seriously for getting rid of the king.
You guys were like, fuck.
Well, do you honestly want to do that? Are you freaking kidding me?
No, I just wanted to see
Also,
what
the
people would
Tarrasque
say in
isn't
response
on
to...
this continent.
Oh. I wanted to see what people respond, how people respond to the idea of, yeah, let's use a Tarrasque to overthrow the king.
Yeah, no, the Tarrasque is... Oh yeah, that's where it is. There's a Tarrasque on the map. I will give you that spoiler. Does anybody want to take a guess into what country it's in?
I know where it is. So I won't guess, because I know.
Anyone want to take a guess?
If I
yeah.
guess.
Osis?
Ah. Perhaps.
God damn it!
But yeah, so thank you everybody.
I know. It is Osis.
Yeah, it is Osis. The spiked hill.
Yeah.
So thank you all for coming to the first episode of Eris Tyranny. Obviously, as it shows in the thumbnail, this is inspired by the game known as Tyranny, in which you are a fate binder for Kairos' empire. And similarly to that game, you can literally walk into the first place you go and decide to become a traitor, which is what you guys did. So
Let's learn how to kill the king.
yeah.
Let's learn how to tie the king.
Let's learn how to tie a king up onto the palace. Just like, all right. Thank you all for coming. Let's actually end this off. We'll see you all next time.